Hello, beautiful soul. It's Kirsten with Kismet, and it's time for the weekly affirmation. I know you're sitting on the edge of your seat or you're laying in bed still, all comfy and cozy, and you're like, oh, what is Kirsten going to talk about this week? I'm so glad you asked. We're going to talk about relationships. That's what this week's card is all about. I choose to see my relationships through the light of love. I choose to see my relationships through the light of love. Well, let's talk about this. Many of you know I have two amazing, beautiful, incredible daughters, right? And people have always complimented me on the relationship that I have with them. I will tell you something. I have never had a knockdown, drag-out fight. Drama was not a queen in our household when they were teenagers, and we have always been able to talk about anything. And people have said to me, really, no teenage drama, no I hate you? Never ever have the words I hate you been uttered in this house. And one of the reasons, and I chalk it up, I'll take that back. The only reason that it has ever happened is because of this. I accept my daughters for who they are. I've never tried to change them, ever. I've accepted their gifts. I've accepted their personality quirks. I have accepted them for who they are from the moment that they were laid in my arms. I have never tried to change them. I have only tried to understand them. And I'm telling you this because when you look at your relationships through light and love, you are looking at them unconditionally in a way that is non-judgmental. You are accepting that person for who they came to this planet to be, for who they are at the core, in their soul. That's how you determine if you are looking at your relationships through a light, love-filled lens. When you try to change someone, when you are critical of their actions, their beliefs, if you are out in any way to get them to be more like you, none of that is love-based. That is all you projecting your own fears, your own perceived limitations, your own dreams onto somebody else. And I'll be honest with you, you get to live your life. And the choices you are making allow you to do that. So allow the people you love to live their lives. I'm not saying that you should enable them to be destructive if they're destructive. But being loving means holding a place for them to grow, supporting them, providing them with the resources they need to solve their own issues. And as a parent or someone who loves someone, this is so hard to let them find their own solutions, to empower them to walk their own path, to let them know that you hold the space for them to grow into who they are. That's the key. We hold the space for others to grow into who they are. We give them love. We give them support, compassion, and understanding. We do not give them our judgments, our opinions on what they're doing wrong. We do not give them our disappointments in our own life. None of this. None of this serves to build loving, trusting, and fulfilling relationships. So this week, when you are thinking about it, thinking about your relationships, the moment that little criticizing voice comes in and you want to tell your teenage daughter she should not wear that to school, take a breath. Choose to see your relationships, here it is, through the light of love. And you will discover that those relationships flourish and become even more beautiful than you have ever experienced. So, this week, please take the step forward and look at any relationship that you may be struggling with from a different perspective. Instead of one of criticism or judgment, shift it to see how you can support this individual, how you can embrace who they are, how you can allow them the space to grow and be themselves. This is Kirsten with Kismet, sending you love and light in this beautiful world.